class, welcome back to this course. I'm teacher Anita.
Funny word play. Unit 3, Translating Business Documents and Emails. 3.1 Documents about equipment specifications and pricing strategies. Hi, I'm teacher Anita. Welcome to this course. Tips for translating business documents and emails. When translating business documents, you should pay attention to the following tips. 1. Meaning. Whether you translate English into Chinese or Chinese into English, you have to make sure that your translation must be consistent with the original meaning. What is written on the documents is the original meaning in terms of translation. 2. The number of words. There shouldn't be an obvious difference in the number of words in the translation and the original documents. For example, the original document has 10 sentences. You translate it into the target language by turning it into 20 sentences. That is too lengthy. 3. Proper nouns. If the business document is a company correspondence, it will involve a proper noun. In that case, you have to make sure to verify the company's special terms or commonly used terms, and then use it. If the text refers to a government agency or a private institution, it is necessary to verify its formal English translation. For example, the formal English name of Taiwan 经济研究院 is Taiwan Institute of Economic Research. Four, tone. The translation should remain in the same tone as the original document. For example, it is wrong that an announcement is translated into an order. 5. Writing formats. When you translate a document into English, you have to follow the format of English writing. When you translate a document into Chinese, you have to follow the format of Chinese writing. It is proper to follow the writing format of target language. 6. Amount and quantity. When translating the amount and quantity, you have to pay extra attention in order to avoid translation errors. because amount and quantity really matter. Documents about equipment specifications. In the following slide, I will show you a memo about how to ask for specifications for breakfast equipment. Firstly, let's take a look at this memo. And after we read through this memo, we will have a discussion on the Chinese version of this memo and English version of this memo. Equipment specifications. To whom it may concern, regarding the equipment specifications for breakfast in quality control manual, we have a question. We need your perfect answer. This is quite urgent because we are going to sell hot cakes in 15 of our stores as of June 23rd. Most of our stores are equipped with 2 sets of clamshell grill, so we must use clamshell as flat grill to cook hot cakes. According to the attached equipment specifications for breakfast, it seems that we are not allowed to use the grill to cook hot cakes. I cannot figure out the reason for such a limitation. Would you please help me find out the reason? I appreciate if you could give me the answer as soon as possible. Best regards, Anita Ying. And this is the memo that I just mentioned about how to ask for specifications for the breakfast equipment. And in this memo, you can find there are two kinds of equipment. There are 2 proper nouns in this slide. One is clamshell, the other is flat grill. Okay, let's move on to the Chinese version of this memo. Okay, now you have read through this Chinese version of the memo. I want to highlight one thing. In this Chinese version of the memo, there are 2 proper nouns. Can you identify them? Okay, now I want to ask you a question. Which version is written in source language? The answer is the Chinese version. Actually, the Chinese version is written in the source language. That is the original memo. And the translator translated the Chinese version of the memo into English. So the English version is actually written in target language. Now I want to highlight proper nouns. I mentioned clamshell and flat shell grill. Actually, both terms are proper nouns in that company. Now I want you to take a look at the English version of this memo and try to identify the 2 proper nouns. Okay, let me show you those proper nouns in blue. Now I want to tell you, actually, when you translate business documents for example, American companies, then you have to, make sure that you translate the proper noun into English in a proper way, which is, acceptable by that company. So that is very important. This is only an example for you. Documents about pricing strategies. In the next slide, I will show you the English translation of a Chinese email. This email is about pricing strategies. When you work for an American company, you may have to write some emails or memos for your superiors in order to get in touch with the foreign staff or foreign employees in headquarters. Okay, let's take a look at the Chinese. Documents about pricing strategies. In the next slide, I will show you the English translation of a Chinese email. This email is about pricing strategies. If you have the chance to work for an American company, you may have to get in touch with the foreign employees in headquarters. And the memo or email that you have to write will be in English. So let me show you this English email. Dear Samuel, thank you for your prompt answer to my question about hotcakes. In the second email, you mentioned the pricing strategy. I have consulted marketing department about this issue. Would you please see the attached documents for the answer? According to our marketing consultant's advice, we may choose a penetration pricing strategy. We will sell the new product at a low price relative to the competition to attract customers because we want to raise awareness and hope more customers will taste the new product. We know that the penetration According to our marketing consultant's advice, we may choose a penetration pricing strategy. We will sell the new product at a low price relative to the competition to attract customers because we want to raise awareness and hope more customers will taste the new product. We know that the penetration pricing may create a loss for our company. Actually, I also consult our accountants, and they will give me a cost analysis. Once I receive enough information, I will keep you posted. Best regards, Anita Ying. Okay, so this is the English translation of the Chinese email. So let's take a look at the original document, which is written in Chinese. Okay, so this is the original document about the pricing strategies. Okay, now I want to give you a translation assignment. This is an example of email that you will write or will have the chance to write about your email system. So you have to translate the above email into Chinese. Let me read aloud this email for you. Dear Samuel, my email system was out of order, but now it is fixed. Therefore, I have received all the information I need from Rick Johnson. Please ignore my previous email. I'm sorry for bothering you with repeated inquiries. By the way, if you have any questions, please let me know. Best regards, Anita Ying. Okay, I want you to translate this email into Chinese.